Hello friends, welcome to the channel Samvedana. In this video, I will give some introduction relating to the plant viruses. Plant virology. Plant virology means a study of the plant viruses. And definition, virus means virus is a poison fluid. In the Sanskrit terms, a virus we used to call as a visha. Visha is nothing but poison which can capable of poisoning the infected organism. Coming to the definition, here I am giving the two definitions given by the most famous scientist. One is given by Barden in 1964. He defined the plant viruses as submicroscopic infectious entities which can multiply intracellularly and potentially pathogenic. That means that they are not observable under the normal microscopic and infectious entities which can be infectious to the infected organisms and multiply intracellularly. Within the cell, they can capable of multiplying and potentially pathogenic means causing harm to the infected organism. And another definition given by the Matthews in the 1981, a virus is a set of one or more nucleic acid template molecules normally encased in a protective coat or coats of protein or lipoprotein that is able to organize its own replication only within suitable host cells. That means virus is a set of one or more nucleic acid template molecules. A virus can consist of a single nucleic acid template molecule or more nucleic acid template molecules, and these nucleic acid molecules are covered by a coat protein or coat of protein or lipoprotein. So means some viruses have a specialized coat proteins which are encapsulated in a lipoprotein-like structures, and that is able to organize its own replication only within suitable host cell. Means with the help of the required material from the host cell, it can able to organize its own replication. And within such infected host cells, virus replication is further dependent on the host protein synthesizing machinery. Means it completely depends on host protein synthesizing machinery and organized from pools of required materials. The replication happens with the required material that gained from the host cell rather than binary fission. Generally, binary fission happens in the bacteria, but virus is capable of organizing its own replication with the help of required material from the host cell. And generally, viruses used to be located at the sites that are separated from the host cell contents, that are not separated from the host cell contents, because they used to be closely associated with the infected host cell. That means nearly they are generally associated to membranes, like cell membranes. They used to be attached and endoplasmic reticulum sites by a lipoprotein bilayer. Means they enclosed in a lipoprotein bilayers and attached to the cell membranes, and they are continually giving rise to variants through several kinds of changes in the viral nucleic acid. That means mutations happen in the viral nucleic acid template which give rise to the some different strain, because to adapt to the different conditions they always used to give rise to some new mutations. Important characteristics of plant viruses, and plant viruses are generally ultra microscopic in nature. That means I already told that plant viruses we can't see under the normal microscope. They can be observed with the transmission electron microscope, and these plant viruses pass through bacterial proof filters. Hence we call these as filterable agents. Means which bacteria can't pass through that proof filters, but virus can pass through that bacterial proof filter. That means they are that much ultra microscopic in the nature, and these are obligate parasites. Means they has to depend on the particular host system, highly infectious and host specific. And plant virus or animal virus, that virus is host specific, means they infect that particular host only, it will not infect other host species. And they do not have the Lippmann system. Lippmann system is the energy enzyme system which is required for the energy production. So the plant viruses, these do not have the Lippmann system for the energy generation. Hence they are the dependent on the host system for that energy production, and they possess genetic information to command the host to produce the enzymes. Means whatever the genetic material present in the plant viruses, with that genetic material they give the genetic commands, means commands to the host system to produce the enzymes which are required for the virus replication. and they are absolute parasitism that is dependent completely on the host protein synthesizing machinery, and multiplication happens in terms of the genetic material either DNA or RNA. Means plant viruses possessing the genetic material either DNA or RNA, that is RNA plant viruses and DNA plant viruses, and there is no binary fission. Binary fission generally happens in the bacteria itself, but in viruses replication happens with the help of host proteins. And the technical term what we call the plant viruses as in our complete viruses as a virion. Virion is nothing but it comprising the nucleoprotein, that is nucleic acid, which is encapsulated or protected by the coat protein. And antigenic property with capsid protein means because in viruses generally nucleic acid is covered with the coat protein. This coat protein is capable of elucidating the immune reaction within the infected host system. That means they are having the antigenic property, and they can able to mutate, means changing the nucleic acid composition for creating some new strains. That is the mutate, and they can capable of producing new strains. Part, majority of the plant viruses are RNA viruses, that is they comprising the nucleic acid in the form of RNA. Example tobacco viruses, which comprising tobacco mosaic virus, and few plant viruses are having the genetic material as a DNA, that is DNA plant viruses. Example virus, which are having the double stranded DNA molecule. Example cauliflower mosaic virus, and Gemini virus, which are having the single stranded DNA molecule. Example maize streak virus, and there are some other viruses which are having the multi-component nucleic acids which are encapsulated separately each by the coat protein. They are called multi-component viruses. Example bipartite viruses. Bipartite viruses means they comprising two nucleic acids which are separately enclosed in a different coat proteins. Suppose here you can see RNA1 and RNA2, they are separately enclosed in a separate molecule. And tripartite virus consisting of three RNA molecules which are enclosed separately in three coat proteins. Multipartite virus. Multipartite virus we can see in the alpha mosaic virus, where different particles like isometric, you can see isometric and bacilliform shape we can observe in the similar virus. The virus particle, generally viruses used to maintain different shapes. Let us see a few examples. Rod shaped viruses, for example tobacco virus, they used to give a rigid rod shape and flexible rod. In this rod shape also there is another variant, that is flexible rod, where we can see this type of structure in potato virus eggs. And polyhedral viruses. Polyhedral viruses used to looking like a spherical or icosahedron. Example tobacco necrosis virus and cucumber mosaic virus. And third one is the bacilliform, where the rod-shaped ends they are covered by a protein subunits. Example for the bacilliform is the alpha-alpha mosaic virus and Gemini virus. Example maize-streak virus. Gemini virus means two particles looking like they are binding together. Means in transmission electron microscopy also they give the geminate particle shape. For all these particle shapes here we can observe in these pictures where TMV showing the rod shaped structure and flexible particles observed in the potato virus, and spherical in case of cucumber viruses or carmoviruses, and bacilliform in case of alpha virus and Gemini viruses. About the important characters that plant viruses possessing, definition, genetic material, and various shapes of the plant viruses. If you have any doubts in this lecture, just give in the comment sections. Thank you for your keen interest in this video, and remember to like and subscribe for more videos. I wish you great success, health, prosperity, and happiness. Thank you.